friends, so I'm wearing a wig because I'm in the middle of going back to having pastel hair, and so my hair is yellow because it's untoned right now, so that's why I'm wearing a wig, because it looks really ugly. I am taking a small tiny little break from uploading Skyrim stuff because I'm still waiting on foam to come in because I made a miscalculation and I need more foam for the neck piece on the breastplate because I'm a dumb. So instead I'm going to show you how I made this booby scale bra to go with a Monster Hunter photo shoot thing that I did for my Patreon. This was really easy. If you need something that you need to make in like an hour, it's a very easy costume piece, and it's so cute. Like it's a little scales, and there's so much you can do with it. You can be as creative as you want, and it's really good for getting rid of that excess foam that you may have laying around. This is all 4mm foam. I would recommend maybe even thinner foam, like 2mm, but this is what I had and I think it looks really cute. Let's get into the tutorial. So I am using an old bra that actually doesn't fit me anymore. I wouldn't recommend using a bra that you really love or that you want to wear again because we'll be gluing the scales to the bra itself. First, I draw out a scale and I put it against the bra and see if it's the size that I want. Next, I put the pattern onto the foam and trace out 50 scales. You can do as many or as little as you want and even do different sizes. I just wanted mine all of the same size. I wanted to be really simple with this. Next, I cut them out with my blade held at an angle so that I'm able to make beveled edges, and I make sure to sharpen the blade as much as possible so that I can have some clean cuts. After that, I start gluing on the pieces, starting in the middle and on the bottom row, as I will be stacking the scales right on top, and I just use hot glue. I also make sure to skew the scales a little bit, so make sure the bottom point of the scale is in the middle of the two scales that are beneath it, if that makes sense. Next, I take my heat gun and I blast the scales, and then I press all of the scales down against the bra to form them a little bit better. I do not glue down the tips of the scales as I kind of like that puffed up artichoke-y look. Next, I take my soldering iron and I burn the details into the foam. I kind of do use this as practice to experiment with different types of techniques. Remember, this is very toxic. I'm wearing a respirator and I have 2 windows open with 2 fans going. I then put the bra back on the dress form to reshape the scales against the bra. I wrap my dress form in cling wrap and I take my Plasti Dip and I spray about 2 coats of it. Then with my airbrush, I spray on a coat of red and let that dry. Using an airbrush keeps the details that we just burned into the foam from getting clogged. Paint sometimes will kind of take out the details. After that dries, I take some purple paint and airbrush some of the shadowing on. I shadow the top of the bra and in between all of the scales. I focus heavily in the middle of the bra to create a cool shadowy effect. Next, I use some clear spray varnish and I apply 1 coat of this and let it fully dry. After that, I take some watered down oil paint and I apply it to each scale one at a time, making sure to get into all of the little cracks and crevices and details, and I wipe it away with a soft cloth. I'm actually using a piece of fleece here, and with this it leaves the paint in the details and getting it off the raised parts. This makes the details really pop, and it also gives it an old worn look. And here you can see the difference. The left one has the oil paint, the right hasn't been touched yet. I think this matches the armor set so well, it gives it like such a darker look. It darkens that red quite a bit. I let this dry and then I sprayed it with a clear gloss and it's done. I love the way that this came out, even if it's not canon with the armor build.
I still think it looks really cool, and it's a lot more comfortable than the breastplate that I made originally for this. If you'd like to check out the actual armor build, feel free to check out my Instagram, which is at Forging S'mores, where you can find more builds, as well as just random day-to-day life. My Patreon has more tutorials and more behind the scenes as well, if you're interested in that. Thank you so much to my patrons Adam Hunt, Ali R, Blue Panda, Calvin Lewis, David Rosenbaum, Eric, Jim W, Kalika Kaiser, Logan Don Carlos, Mail Wismeriden, Mer Kitten, Robert Gallardo Jr., Ryan Craig, Sakura, Tone the Chicken Guy, and Veldemir. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week, hopefully with more Skyrim build stuff. Thank you, y'all. So, yeah. So, bye!